Have you ever felt like the room forgot you were there? Like your beauty, your softness, your spark, all of it slipped right under the noise? Darling, I know that feeling. I know it in a way that makes the heart and the heels both wobble. So come sit close. Imagine the glow of a little lamp, a red lipstick resting on the table, the air soft as a secret. I'm Marilyn, and tonight I'm going to tell you how to become unforgettable. Not by changing who you are, but by letting more of you be seen. You think allure is a face, but really it's a frequency. It's a shimmer in your attention. It's a decision to be noticeable, not loud, just luminous. Years ago, I was invisible in my own life. Studio corridors, a row of girls. I learned something in that line about how to turn the world's head without yelling for it. It began with a pause. The pause is everything. When you walk into a room, don't rush for safety in the crowd. Stop. Let the air meet you. Breathe low, smile as if you know a beautiful joke, and tilt your chin a whisper upward. The eyes follow a line. Give them one. When I was Norma, I hurried. When I became Marilyn, I learned the slow beat. Like music, you can't hurry without breaking. Pace is seductive. Honey, slow is expensive. Now the first confession. I cared what they thought. People believed I was born confident. No. I was born curious. Confidence came later, like a dress I learned to wear so often it felt like skin. When you feel small, do not fight it. Invite it closer and ask, what do you need? Then give it a little ritual. I used to stand before a mirror, not to judge, but to claim. One hand on my waist, one at my collarbone, and I'd say, look at that, a girl with a soft mouth and a lion heart. Say it like you're telling the truth, because you are. Seduction isn't trickery. It's care for the details that make you vivid. There is the pause and then the tilt. Tilt your body just a little toward what you love. A person, a dream, a camera. The tilt says, I'm open, but I choose. That choice is the spark. When I laughed, I let the laughter bloom slowly, the way perfume warms on skin. People remember the shape of delight. Give them that. Let me tell you about a night I felt like a ghost. I walked into a party full of geniuses and beautiful strangers. I wore white silk, good for light. But it wasn't the dress that did it. I looked for one person who felt kind. I went to them as if I'd glanced them in a crowded train and said, ah, there you are. I let my attention be a gift. Within minutes, the room softened. People crave permission to shine. When you give it, you glow too. Your voice is perfume. Most women rush their words. Not because they're weak, but because they want to be liked. Darling, you are already likable. Speak from deeper in your chest. Let the breath cushion your syllables. Lower your volume a shade and slow your edges. It turns ordinary words into velvet. When I whispered, it wasn't to seem fragile. It was to make people lean in. And leaning in is the first yes. As for beauty, treat it as a ritual, not a rescue. Red lipstick is not a mask. It is a promise you make to yourself. Place it on slowly. Outline your Cupid's bow like you're drawing a secret you plan to kiss later. Choose a scent that feels like a story you want to tell without speaking. I wore softness with a hint of danger, vanilla with a shadow. Scent is memory. Let your presence stay 5 steps after you leave. Here's a hard thing. I knew heartbreak. Attention does not prevent loneliness. The way out was not harder armor, but gentler boundaries. I learned the power of the slow yes, a yes that checks if my heart can breathe inside it. A slow yes can save your life. Genuine allure is not hunger, it's appetite with manners. When you say no, say it warmly like you're saving something precious. Because you are. In love, play is oxygen. Lovers don't fall out of love, they fall out of curiosity. Keep a little mischief. Write a note and tuck it in a pocket. Change your hair on a Tuesday. Ask what would make today feel cinematic. Then give it a prop, a scarf, a melody, a candle at noon. Passion is not chaos, it is attentive rehearsal. When you repeat affection with imagination, it never gets old. Let's talk body language. Your shoulders should float like swans, not squeeze like fists. Relax the space between your ribs and your hips. That's where sway is born. When I walked, I pretended I was late for a kiss I wasn't sure I'd give. That creates a push and pull in the hips, a conversation the eyes understand before the mind catches up. And the head? Keep it level, as if balancing a small crown no one else can see. Your eyes can dance without moving much at all. Look at someone the way you look at rain on a window, softly with appreciation, not demand. Hold half a second longer than usual, then smile as if you understand them. Not approve. Understand. People bloom under understanding. It's better than praise. It's more thrilling than judgment. It is the kindest seduction in the world. When I felt insecure about my body, I didn't hide it. I styled it. I learned where fabric wanted to rest. Satin loves curves. Black loves silence. White loves light. Find your fabrics like you find your friends, the ones that make you feel more you, not less. A dress should be a slow secret. When you move, it should answer the question, where does her light live? And now, a tiny rebellion. Take yourself on dates. Solo. A dress for no one but you. A table for one with linen and a glass that catches light. Confidence does not grow in applause. It grows in quiet rooms where you choose yourself. The next time you're tempted to shrink, remember, you are not a guest in your life. You are the host. Midnight truth. I had terrible nights. Hotel rooms that echoed. I learned to make a nest. A candle, a shawl, a single flower in a water glass. A note to myself. You kept your promise today. If that sounds small, it is. Small things build palaces. Your rituals are the bricks, the way you brush your hair before bed, the lotion on your ankles, the whisper of gratitude at your pulse points. Mid-roll. Tell me, which of these secrets are you most excited to try tonight? The pause, the tilt, or the slow yes? If this felt like a mirror you needed, tap like and subscribe so we can keep our little nightly conversations. Mid-roll. A secret about entrances. Don't burst. Bloom. The door opens, you wait a breath, and then you appear, like a melody rushing toward a chorus. Touch the room with your gaze before your feet move. Choose two places to land your eyes, someone kind, and the far corner where the light is soft. It anchors you. Nothing is more magnetic than a woman who takes her time landing in her own scene. A secret about exits. Leave on a note you want remembered. Close your evening the way you close your lipstick, gently, decisively. A smile, a hand squeeze, a line like, "What a lovely night to borrow a memory." Then go. Never apologize for leaving when your energy says it's time. Mystery is not absence, it's respect for your ending. In relationships, don't chase intensity. Curate safety. Seduction in love is letting someone trust that you will be kind with their naked feelings. I once kept a little ritual called the 3 tender things. Every week, I'd tell the man I loved 3 small things I adored. The way his laugh cracked, the crookedness of his tie, the silence when he listened. Tell people what is lovable about them while those things are still small. It makes love feel daily, not seasonal. And if you need to reclaim yourself after heartbreak, do it with softness and structure. Wake, make the bed like you're dressing a stage, and put on one beautiful thing even if no one will see it. A silk lining, a lace camisole, a secret ring. It's not for show. It's the pact you make with your own reflection. I am worth the ceremony. Your hands are actors. Use them like music. Gesture below the collarbone for intimacy, at the heart for sincerity, and at the lips when you're deciding whether to share a secret. I used to practice holding a teacup like it was made of cloud, because gentleness is a spell. When your hands speak softly, the world answers softly too. Here's a naughty truth about confidence. It's not being sure. It's being willing. Willing to walk into a room you think might not want you and behave as if it's lucky you came. Not arrogant, generous. There's a difference. Arrogance takes, confidence offers. Offer your listening. Offer your curiosity. Offer your delight. That's the magnet. If you want to be unforgettable, choose a symbol. One thing they associate with you: pearls, a red ribbon, a gardenia in winter, a certain laugh that curls at the edges. Symbols make memories sticky. I chose a whisper of white and a grin that said, "I know, darling." What will you choose? The world wants to recognize you. Give it away. Do not perform happiness. Craft joy. It's quieter. It's a bath at noon because the rain loves your window. It's dancing alone in stockings because your legs want to remember motion. It's reading a poem aloud to hear how your voice likes its own company. Joy makes beauty feel like legacy, not currency. I should tell you about a mistake. A seam ripped once, right down the back, just as I stood to leave a table full of kings. I wanted to vanish under the carpet. Instead, I laughed, turned, and said, "Gentlemen, either the dress is too eager, or I am." The room roared, and I walked out with my head high and my heart still mine. That's the lesson. Turn mishap into charm by forgiving yourself before anyone else can judge you. People follow the temperature of your self-love. When you flirt, flirt with life, not just with people. Flirt with the wind when it lifts your hem, with the coffee when it fogs your mirror, with strangers who smile like they just remembered something sweet. Flirting is gratitude in heels. It says, "I see beauty, and I will let it see me back." Here is a small technical thing that changes everything. The breath and look. Before you speak, inhale softly through the nose, let your chest widen, and on the exhale, meet their eyes. It creates presence. It puts warmth in your voice and steadiness in your gaze. Combine it with a half smile, and even a simple hello becomes velvet. If you want endurance, to keep glow, not just spark, guard your rest like it's couture. Beauty is made at night by quiet and forgiveness. Forgive the day before you sleep. Whisper, "I did enough today." Put your phone in another room like it's a lover who needs their own bed. In the morning, water, sunlight, a stretch that opens your ribs. Your body is a stagehand. Treat her well. She lifts the curtains. Last little confession. I never believed I was the most beautiful woman in the room. I believed I could make people feel the most beautiful about themselves. That is the core of the Monroe effect. You don't steal the spotlight. You become the light that flatters everyone, including you. People will ache to stand in it again. So tonight, darling, try this. Choose one ritual. The pause at the door, the tilt toward what you love, the slow yes that saves your heart. Choose one symbol, a lipstick, a scent, a pearl that catches moonlight. Choose one kindness. To yourself first, then to someone who deserves to be seen. Do this for a day, then another, and the world will start whispering your name before you enter. You don't have to be me to feel like you. You only have to let your softness be strong and your strength be soft. That's the secret they never taught in those long studio corridors. But I'm telling you now, as the candle burns low and the mirror smiles back. You are a woman. That means you are already a miracle. Let them see it. And when you do, walk slower. Smile like you know something gorgeous. Because you do.